Continuing the list with the players who are the greatest never to have won the Champions League, here are the midfielders. On the right side of midfield is Roberto Baggio, and yes, he played for Juve, so there is another player at least. This former FIFA World Player of the Year and Ballon d'Or winner was comfortable on either wing, with either foot, and so snugly fits into this slot, sporting his divine ponytail. With 56 Italian caps and 27 goals, Baggio was one of the players of the 90s, reaching a World Cup final, missing a penalty kick in the shootout loss to Brazil. However, it was his inventiveness, sleeky skills and sleek Italian good looks that made him the icon he was. However, despite his individual brilliance, memorable goals and unique skills, his trophy collection was a little on the Spartan side. Starting his career with Vicenza at 18, he then secured an upmarket move to Fiorentina. However, it was Baggio's 55 goals in 136 games that endeared him to Juve. La Signora, proving a Champions League curse once more, and despite a record of a goal every other game, he only picked up a solitary Scudetto and Coppa Italia, albeit a double win, as well as a UEFA Cup winners' medal. A big move to AC Milan in the mid-90s saw his appearances curtailed through injury, and that stint rewarded him with just one more league title, his final club honour. A surprise move to Bologna followed after just 2 seasons in Milan, and despite a move back to the city with Inter for the 99-2000 season, he didn't qualify for the Champions League. A swan song at Brescia, now well into his 30s, was never going to trouble the record keepers. Baggio never really got close to winning the Champions League, always seemingly joining clubs who kept missing out on qualification despite their stature. This resulted in a mediocre 3-1 quarter-final loss in '99 to eventual winners Manchester United, being as good as it got. At least he has his Man of Peace award. On the left of midfield, Gheorghe Hagi. With a foot seemingly made of pure gold and eyebrows made of pure Eastern European character, Gheorghe Hagi is undoubtedly Romania's favourite football son. Coming to prominence with the national team at the '94 World Cup finals in the US, Hagi was responsible for one of the tournament's best strikes and was the talisman that saw the Romanian side deservedly reach the quarter-finals before being edged out by Sweden on penalties. Hagi also made that tournament's all-star team. That said, even before that tournament, Hagi had already come as close as he was going to get to the European Cup, having played and lost in the final with Steaua Bucharest in '89, being pulled apart by that great Milan side dominated by Gullit, Van Basten and Rijkaard in the final. He enjoyed a lucrative move to Real Madrid soon after, picking up the Supercopa de España, a feat he repeated with Barcelona several years later. However, the Romanian's most rewarding spell came with Steaua, collecting 3 league titles, 2 Romanian Cups and a Super Cup, and post-Barcelona with Galatasaray, helping the Turkish side to their nation's only major European title to date, the 2000 UEFA Cup. Hagi also picked up the UEFA Super Cup with the Turkish Giants, as well as 5 national titles and 2 cups. As this haul of silverware does come at a lower level when compared to others who start on this list, it doesn't detract from how good a player Hagi was, and his unique ability to get the best out of sides which weren't usually finding themselves playing against bigger clubs or nations for silverware shows his mettle. Individually, the Romanian was Europe's top scorer in '87-88, was 4th place in the Ballon d'Or in '94, and was crowned Footballer of the Year 10 times whilst playing for Steaua and Galatasaray, but never came close to winning that lucrative Champions League winners' medal. In the centre of midfield, the incomparable Diego Maradona. In this lineup, this is arguably the best player to have ever lived, or at least to most of Argentina, and he will be taking up an attacking midfielder role. Probably the most talented of all the players to make the first 11 here, Maradona has pretty much done it all and taken it all on and off the pitch. Starting his career with Argentinos Juniors, then moving on to Boca Juniors at the age of 20, the little genius turned Europe's head when he joined Barcelona after making a hot-headed impact in the '82 World Cup in Spain. However, it was at Napoli he really made his name before finishing his Euro odyssey with Sevilla before moving back to South America. Maradona became world-renowned on the international stage by not only scoring those 2 goals against England, but also by tearing Belgium apart in the semi-finals and leading his nation to their 2nd World Cup title, vanquishing West Germany in the final. Despite getting his godlike hand on the trophy every footballer wants to win, Maradona couldn't get close to the European Cup. As for his European Cup challenge, Maradona had a meagre 2 forays in the competition with Napoli, but they both ended in disaster and some embarrassment. The best performance came in the 1991 iteration, when his beloved Napoli went out on penalties to Spartak Moscow in just the 2nd round. As far as domestic success goes, the Argentinian did help himself to one of each of Spain's domestic cups with Barca, and with Napoli led his side to 2 Scudettos, including the double in '87 and a UEFA Cup in '89, as well as the Supercoppa Italia. Furthermore, his individual accolades are almost endless, as it should be. Occupying that other central midfield slot, German legend and World Cup winner Lotor Matthias. Matthias is a product of supreme quality German engineering, with the utmost longevity at the highest level. The midfield maestro has recorded the most appearances at any World Cup with 25, along with the joint highest number of World Cups participated in, attending 5. The Teutonic midfield marshal even won German Footballer of the Year at the age of 38 and is the most capped German international with a massive 150 appearances, scoring 23 goals from this position, winning the Euros in 1980 and leading West Germany to World Cup success 10 years later. Lotor Matthias is just as successful at club level and has played for some of the best sides in Europe, starting at Borussia Mönchengladbach, followed by 2 spells at Bayern Munich either side of 4 years with Inter Milan, chalking up almost 600 appearances for just those clubs. In that time, Matthias has claimed 7 Bundesliga titles, with 3 German Cups and UEFA Cup, along with some other small trinkets. And with Inter took a Scudetto and another UEFA Cup. So it's shocking that this true great, bestowed by an almost never-ending list of personal awards, and with the chances he's had to acquire a Champions League medal, has fallen short. Most of you will already know how close Lotor Matthias came to lifting the Champions League, being on the wrong side of a 2-1 turnaround against Manchester United in 1999. But did you know that Matthias had a similar experience back in '87 against Porto, albeit not quite as dramatic? In the Germans' first spell with Bayern, they led in that final from the 25th minute, only for Porto to score twice in 3 minutes late in the second half, taking the trophy. And thanks to bottling those 2 finals, Lotor Matthias fits snugly into my first 11. So there are the 4 midfielders to make the list of the greatest players never to have won the Champions League. Let me know what you think and leave your comments below. And like, share and subscribe. Thanks for your support.